Hey guys, today we're going to react to Genesis, the return of the Hog Master or something like that. I can't really remember the title, but we have right here the long version of the Paris Bataclan, not really sure if that's how you pronounce it, live in 1973. It was remastered in 4K, so you guys can check out the original version in the description. So, and I want to just check this one out because I think this is the only song out of this like full film, full remaster that I haven't really checked out just yet. And I think it's from Nursery Crime, which is also an album that I haven't really hovered over just yet. I think the only song that I have really checked out was the musical bot. So if you guys are interested, that's on the channel as well. And many others like Supper's Ready and everything else. So I found this song right here, which is on the title of the video. I can't really remember what it is. And we have some, visuals, and we'll analyze the lyrics later. But let's see. It's 8 minutes long, if I'm correct. And I have no clue what this is gonna be about. It's probably gonna be like some weird acid trip, or maybe like some weird fairy tale story like Supper's Ready. Like I'd say that Supper's Ready, kind of like a fairy tale story, kind of like all over the place, really. And that's really cool. But yeah, let's check it out. 3, 2, 1, play.
It's our proud pleasure to present.
That's the name of the song, by the way. Ooh. By the way, Phil Collins looks so young in this, Like he still has hair. Oh. It's kind of like a groovy guitar. Wonder what tempo this is. Oh. Really like how they can progress throughout the song, I think there's a bass as well, I can hear it. I wonder what they were doing right here. Like, why were they looking at each other? Maybe they were trying to signal, like, something for the chorus to follow the timing, the tempo of the song. Not really sure. But I'm going to pause right here to talk about my first impressions of what I'm thinking about this. Because it has been 3 minutes, which is pretty much like 1/4 or 1/3 of the song. And yeah, I'm honestly really enjoying it already. Kind of groovy, kind of different from what I've seen from them. Maybe it's not their biggest hit, maybe it's not supposed to be the radio-friendly pop stuff that you would expect on, radio stations, but it's really good and it's very proggy, kind of like groovy, not really bluesy or jazzy, just straight up like groove, And the bass is a little bit more like showing, which is a little bit rare, I'd say, in Genesis. At least from what I've seen, like most of the time, what really takes the spotlight is the keyboards and the guitar. Not really the bass. The bass just stays in the background. But this time, I'd say that I can clearly hear the bass, and the drums as well. Phil Collins right here looking very nice with his hair, looking very young, and just playing like hell, just really doing a great job. I don't really remember the name of all of the members of Genesis right now. I think it's Peter Gabriel, of course, everybody knows who he is. Phil Collins, everybody knows who he is. Steve Hackett, I think he's the guitarist, the keyboardist, and the bass player. I'm not sure, so you guys can tell me in the comments, and I'll try to record their names in my head, you know. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I have no clue what he's talking about. Maybe it's like the saddest stuff ever. Maybe it's the massacre of the, I think it's called the Hogweeds, right? I'm not really sure if that's actually the name, but it sounds kind of funny. Like I feel like there's some British humor maybe to that. Not really sure from what a hogweed is supposed to be, but apparently it's the return of them. So I don't know. We'll check out the lyrics later to find out a little bit more. So let's continue. It looks completely unfazed, you know? By the way, I'm impressed by the quality of this recording. Look at how many people there were there, you know? Tell me in the comments if you were in this crowd. Maybe there is somebody watching who was here. I'm not sure. But if there is, tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear how it was to be there. You guys would be from France? Kinda sounds like a nice jam, you know? Oh.
With your Hogweed hands,
I wonder what friends thought of the band Genesis in this time. I love the fact that the microphone stand was almost falling on top of him, you know. Oh! Sounds a little bit heavier, I guess. Oh. What happened there? What flew? I think it was a balloon. I'm not really sure. Must have been very loud to be in this audience. Maybe this is supposed to be like a battle theme. Wow. Okay. So I think that's the end of the song. Like guessing they're gonna take a break perhaps, because I know that there's one more song or like two. Um, but yeah, that was really good. The return of the Hogweeds, I think it's called. I'll check it out later when we do the lyrics analysis. Wow. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was really like that sounded oddly like proggy and also groovy, which is a like kind of like a what do you call it? A very not famous mix of like genres, I'd say. Usually it's bluesy prog, a little bit of jazzy prog, like Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Bluesy prog, I'd say maybe, I don't know, maybe if Rush, I'd say, you know. A little bit of disco as well in Rush, a little bit of like pop. But this is very groovy. I really like the bass in the song, and also the drums, like filling the gaps and stuff like that. Just pretty much just painting a picture. I would feel that it kind of represents like a battlefield musically. I'd say like a battle or some kind of like epic performance between like two big creatures, or like a huge event happening in the sky, something like that. Not really like some like pretty butterflies running down the forest or something, you know. Not very nice, not very friendly, just straight up like war between two creatures, let's say. Like for example Godzilla or King Kong, you know. But yeah, that was really good. I also really like the stage like performance. I'd say that Peter Gabriel was going crazy on the stage, and you know, kind of like keeping the crowd engaged in what he's doing and what he's saying, what he's singing, what the sound is as well. But yeah, let's go see the lyrics, see what he's talking about. Okay, so I read a little bit of the return of the giant hogweed, which I honestly thought was a natural like animal, not in real life, but I thought it was going to be like some kind of like boar or some kind of pig or something like, you know, like those kind of like big animals. I thought it was going to be something like that, but actually it's a flower, and I didn't know that. I think it's a plant actually, not a flower. I don't know. But it's pretty much talking about a real life situation that happened in the United Kingdom and North America, United States, and I didn't even know about this, so that's pretty cool to know. It's pretty interesting to read the history of the giant hogweed, I guess, and it I guess the giant hogweed in real life was very ferocious and one of the biggest threats for humanity. But I love how like humorous, and also like he really just makes the giant hogweed sound like the biggest Godzilla King Kong monster of the century, you know. And I find that very funny because it's just a plant. Still, it's a poisonous plant, but you know what I mean. So here the description describes the song pretty well. The describes the spread of the giant hogweed plant in England as a vicious war between man and herb, suggesting the plant is attempting to take over the human race. Apparently, the song also features Steve Hackett's first use of guitar tapping, a technique whereby the index finger of the plucking hand is applied directly to the guitar fretboard. The opening to the letter features Hackett and Tony Banks. That's, I think, the keyboardist, Tony Banks. Gotta remember that. Playing triplets in harmony. So that's pretty cool. And so we're gonna go over some verses and try to make sense of it. Turn and run, nothing can stop them. Around every river and canal. Their power is growing. Stamp them out, we must destroy them. They infiltrate each city with their thick, dark, warning odor. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if these plant actually is you know, stinks or smells pretty bad. Not sure. Probably because of the accuracy of what Peter Gabriel wrote about in the song. So he's probably right. They're invincible. They seem immune to all or herbicidal battering. So I wonder if that's true, like if you actually cannot kill it with poison, or you must grab it by the throat and throw it in hot water or whatever. So the bridge, long ago in the Russian hills, a Victorian explorer found the regal hogweed by a marsh. He captured it and brought it home. Botanical creature steers seeking revenge. Royal beast did not forget. So it's pretty much talking about how the giant hogweed was discovered and then, kept back on the house of this Victorian explorer. And then the hogweed will plan its revenge on humanity. Then the royal beast did not forget. He came home to London and made a present of the hogweed to the royal gardens at Kew. So pretty much it's talking about how the royalty of the United Kingdom, pretty sure, started to reintroduce this plant as some kind of decorative plant for like royalty, for the noble and stuff like that. And it started to spread until it became like an invasive species on the United Kingdom. Waste no time, they're approaching. Hurry now, we must protect ourselves and find some shelter. Strike by night, they're defenseless. They all need the sun to photosynthesize their venom. So it's pretty much, like strike by night because they won't have the poison that day because they need the sun to photosynthesize their venom. But apparently, as whoever is the scientist that put the note right here, says that the photosynthesis actually does not make the venom and just makes glucose. So I don't know, maybe he was wrong, but still a pretty cool, plant feature for like a villain. I'm imagining Plants vs. Zombies right now in my head. Still they're invincible, still they're immune. Fashionable country gentlemen had some cultivated walled gardens in which they innocently planted the giant hogweed throughout the land. Botanical creature steer seeking revenge, royal beast did not forget. Soon they escaped, spreading their seed, preparing for an onslaught, threatening the human race. So pretty much the giant hogweed wanted to, erase the human race for, cultivating it, I guess. Mighty hogweed is avenged. Human body soon will know our anger. Kill them with your hogweed hairs. I'm guessing talking about the poison. Heracleum mategaziani, I'm guessing it's Italian, is the scientific name of the hogweed. And then in the end he says giant hogweed lives. So pretty much all humanity was erased and the giant hogweed has won the war, And that's the end of humanity and also the end of this reaction. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was a very humorous and funny experience. I really enjoyed it as well. The instruments themselves also sound really good. The song itself is really cool, very funny, honestly. And the stage performance was very nice. And I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more Genesis. And comment down below what other songs I should probably react to by Genesis or other bands as well. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.